Back to more Pokemon White 2. So last time we did Kyurem. We caught Kyurem and also saw his fused forms once again with the DNA splices. And yeah, Bianca Cheren there, and they gave us an objective where we should go to November Town now. And yeah, that's one of the last places that we need to head towards. There's a lot of other places we need to head towards there as well. Anyway, as for how the battles went, everyone but Vitra got a level, and then there was a Gentle who gave me a Nugget, and a Doctor gave me a Max Surprise. That was awesome. I also got a Red Candy from a breeder as well, so not a bad haul of items. This time, yeah, we want to go to Castilla. We're heading towards the Sky Arrow Bridge, so let's go check it out. So let's fly away to Castilla. Yeah, so Cheren was basically like the last thing we need to do on the, I guess, the mainland. It's hard to say. I don't know if mainland is like the right term, but hey. So yeah, let's get on our bike and let's go. Because the Sky Bridge is now back in service, so yeah. I think you're going to be saying that. If you cross the Sky Bridge on this side, you reach Pinwheel Forest and Nectarine City. I'm allowed to look at your legs apparently, so yeah. Some interesting people on Sky Bridge I remember. I think this person is. Goodbye Cassius, goodbye old me. It's also like one of our last bridges we need to see as well. Hello, excuse me, I'm very sorry to ask, but will you buy a ball of fresh water for $300? Sure. Thank you very much. Buying fresh water for $300, which is more expensive than usual, well, Joe's expensive, you are. Never hear your cards for the rest of my life. So there we go. That man, he's standing right in the middle of the Sky Bridge, I think. Oh, so thirsty. Give me fresh water. Refreshed. I'm 100% rehydrated. I feel better now, thank you. I'll dash to the next bridge. Yeah, it's that person. I believe if, yeah, we see him at all the bridges, we get something. The curve is like Urk, and then when you pass the curve, whoosh, Sue. Do you understand the dialect of Goldenrod City? And we're back in now. Hello, if you cross the Sky Bridge from here, you'll reach Castilla City. They say the Sky Bridge is built as a result of the tireless pursuit of a safe and steady structure. What kind of folk have built and how they felt while building it. You just find be there in no time. I was sorry to cross that bridge to go to Castilla City. And yeah, we got this music once again, and we get to see the beautiful view of Sky Bridge stuff. Alright, Pinwheel Forest. Now we'll use the book. So yeah, we've got some trainers to fight, and we have two new Pokemon to talk about as well. And yeah, one of them is going to be a bit important. First one's Vigoroth. I believe someone wants the habitat list, and Vigoroth is most likely the Pokemon you need to go see, alongside its evolution Slacking. The forest is full of little hollows and hillocks, and walking in it's so fun. And you know, having Pokeballs is even more fun. So yeah, I believe that's going to be the case when we look at our habitat list later. So yeah, anyway, Jojo. Is this a Jojo reference? Anyway, he has a Wooper. So yeah, let's take him on with the Trampulse. So yeah, let's talk about Vigoroth and Slacking for a little bit. So yeah, they're not amazing Pokemon. Vigoroth at least doesn't have Cheren. Slacking obviously does. The idea behind this Pokemon is obviously that the idea behind this Pokemon is that of course Slacking has amazing stats, but it's let down by its ability obviously. Its ability is supposed to balance it out, which it doesn't. Your Pokemon is so cool. I want to ride through the forest on a Pokemon. So you also got some hidden items. I don't think we can get this one yet. There's actually quite a lot of things in Pinwheel Forest I pick up anyway. We're throwing trees to protect the forest. That's why I'm Pokemon cut down trees. When there are too many trees, the whole forest gets weaker. These trees are being cut down so the whole forest will thrive. Interesting. Yeah, shall say. I'm going to do a lap around the universe clockwise from the boss save without healing my Pokemon. The universe Spartan Marathon. Next time I'm going to race. Actually, Poké, is it true? It was really beyond you. Alright. Let's get on Vitra now. Well, let's use Vitra. You're a rather adult looking kid. A kiddish adult. Oh, jeez. I'll just find out when we battle. Okay. So again, let's talk a bit more about Slacking while we're doing this. So again, yeah, Slacking has amazing stats. 150 HP, 160 attack, and 100 speed. Alongside 100 defense. That's not bad. It even has 95 special attack, but its main weak stat being its 65 special defense. So yeah, again, does seem like a good Pokemon, but again, Truant. It only acts every other turn, so people justify this by saying, oh, you can use Choice Band and then give it Giga Impact, but again, you're still giving your opponent free turns. That's kind of why, again, it's not so that great. But yeah, if you are using Slacking though, also you beat Ethel, go Childish Adult, and altogether mysterious. Yeah. Anyway, let's go down here. We got a Scientist. It looks like another child to fight. So yeah. Wouldn't it be nice if the Pokemon living in the forest like the sunbeams filter through the leaves too? Anyway, you were a trainer, this is a trainer though. Instead of a Dragon type Pokemon, I found myself a spectacular trainer. Anyway, there again, Giga Impact is definitely a good move for Slacking. It does like other moves, it does get Slack off to heal itself, but then yeah, you're kinda not attacking for 2 turns, which isn't great. I think yeah, the idea of this Pokemon is attack, attack, attack. That's what you want to be doing, so yeah. It does get some interesting moves, like also Encore, Punishment, and Hammer Arm. You can also use Brute Break, I believe, because it should learn that. It also gets a lot of Type Courage because it is a normal type Pokemon, even Bulk Up as well, which is sort of interesting. Also gets Brute Break. It can even use Squash if you are about that. It does an Egg moves. Not too many interesting ones, because it kind of already gets a lot of what it needs. I guess Night Slash could be nice, because it can hit Ghost type Pokemon. I believe it already got Shackled to do that with, basically, so yeah. Its attack more than that so strong. And then, yeah, Miratina moves, all the punches are here, and Low Kick, I guess, and Gunk Shot. But other than that, not too much else, so yeah. Yeah, again, Slacking, yeah, it's a Pokemon I think I might have used before in, like, Emerald. Oh, I just had a Pokemon too. Oh, boo. Yeah, I think I've used it in Emerald, I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, and we got Jose here. And here's the Burmy. So yeah. Let's see here. So yeah, Burmy likes to use Protect a lot. This one does not lose, that's fine. Yeah, I've probably used the Slacking before in Emerald. It can be a lot of fun, but again, it's definitely not that great of a Pokemon, because again, its weakness is quite crippling. But yeah, if it is able to, you know, move and do a lot of damage, then yeah, it's quite good. So yeah, anyway, you have a lot of Bud type Pokemon. Let's go for another Flamethrower here, and yeah, let's talk about our other Pokemon here, Leafeon, because yeah, the Mossy Rock is here. We're just about approaching it too, so yeah, so that's pretty cool. Your Pokemon seem kinda happy, trainer. Yeah, Leafeon's kinda interesting because I think it could have fulfilled a similar role to Antonia if we had access to it, which we do not, thanks to it being post-game, so yeah. Anyway, over here we got you. This is the first one's habitat list, if I remember correctly, so yeah. Hi trainer, if you have a Pokemon execution on your habitat list, I want to know about the Pokemon living in Pinwheel Forest. You still have many memes for me, please. Tell me when you encounter all the Pokemon in Pinwheel Forest. Aye, nice timing. I heard that Team Paz was seeing Pinwheel Forest. Can we look for them? Yeah, thank you. This is a good opportunity for me to see up close what you can really do, as well as I'll follow your lead. Leave recovery to me. So yeah, we got the team with Cheren, which is really cool. I think we've done this since Fine Team Plasma in the main story, so yeah. Anyway, let's actually talk about Leafeon now. Once I get its info, of course, being an evolution, we actually have its hidden ability as well. Also, yeah, doesn't want to give me this. Give me its info, so that's fun. But anyway, while I try fumbling my way through this, yeah, let's battle these two. Here, hear the cry of my heart. Everyone sit down and shut up. Alright, that's some interesting dialogue. Hey, you're gonna lose and cry. Very interesting transit scenes. Anyway, I had to click on Gleason, and then we can click on Leafeon. That's what we need to do that. And we got Ike in this file. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of interesting trainers here, looks like. And yeah, of course, Cheren has a Stoutland. I believe this Stoutland has a lot of good moves on it. And yeah, level 67 is pretty competent in this area, so yeah. Considering this is Challenge Road, and the enemies are going to be stronger leveled, so yeah. Then you see a Leafeon. Leaf Guard and Chlorophyll are its abilities, but Chlorophyll is the hidden one. I think Chlorophyll is definitely worth the hidden ability, not compared to, you know, Magic Bound Thespion, but I do think it is the better of the two abilities, kind of like what I was saying with, similar to what I was saying about, it's kind of what Gleason before, so yeah. And let's go for the Flamethrower again. Is again like, yeah, Leaf Guard doesn't really do much in the weather. Chlorophyll can definitely have a good impact, much like, you know, Ice Body versus Snow Cloak. Anyway, he's got Strength, and knocks it out. Not too bad. And then, yeah, we have Earthfall to take on too. So a lot of Pokemon we took fire in this battle, so yeah, let's go for the Flamethrower once again. Alright, so total stats, Leafeon's an interesting Pokemon. It actually focuses on defense, that's its best stat, at 130, with 110 attack and 95 speed. Its special stats are very low, only 60 special attack and 65 special defense. I feel a bit better now that I look that out. Grr. 65 HP rounding, so. So yeah, it's all about physical stats, which is kind of interesting. Nothing into the wild space, that's what our Pokemon Ranger does. Now, yeah, we can just see Vigoroth, but again, if a trainer does have a slacking, then yeah, we're gonna have to catch one and then evolve it, so yeah. Anyway, Leafeon seems kind of interesting with those stats again. They're not bad, to be honest, and again, it can actually take physical hits kind of well too. And yeah, Grass is not the best type offensively, but it does resist some nice things, like yeah, this thing will switch into Earthquakes for days, which is quite nice. And also, yeah, switch out Earth. Well, he has an Earth Swing. We can switch out Feature now. He's level 77, so yeah. Man, let's look at the moves. I will see Black and White 2 update them a little bit, and now, yeah, get some actually pretty cool ones. Too bad, again, we don't have this in the main story. It would have been really cool if we did. And a Luxray. Let's see, we'll go for Dragon Pulse. As I actually let Swords Dance fill up at level 29. Then I got a lot of Pokemon did, so yeah. And Leaf Blade at 45. That's not a terrible time to get it, if you know. It was main story, I'm such a weak cloud. This way back to win this. Before that's going to be mainly using Brave Sleep. The problem with this Pokemon is that I'm sure you can fully utilize this. So just Berry's not bad, obviously. If you blend into Wilderness too well, you won't be noticed by Pokemon, let alone by people. And yeah, we're going to be right into double Pokemon thanks to Cheren. Like I said, yeah, I think our main thing is trying to find just Vigoroth at the moment, and then later on we'll catch a Vigoroth. Slacking appears in the Rustling Grass. I believe that's why I need to see that as well, so yeah. Anyway, if I haven't already seen it. Now, yeah, the problem with Leafeon is that its coverage is not great. It's basically just Leaf Blade and Exeter. Kind of like our Antonio, to be honest. Outside of that, it's mostly, you know, aerially, so again, very similar to Antonia. And see Beatrice experience now. Actually, it is the closest now that I start using them, so yeah. You actually level up quite quickly again. Challenge Road is one reason why, so yeah. But anyway, Max Spell, that's good. What you got? Great powers drawn from nature without posting it. That is the strength of Rangers. Second, yeah, lack of type coverage. Its main, like, steel type buster move is Dig. At least it has that, and my Antonio does not, but hey. It is what it is, right? And then, yeah, we can obviously talk about egg moves, the same as either any other evolution, but the problem is that they don't really help too much. Like, I guess Wish, Yawn, and Curse could be interesting, but it does already have Swords Dance, so it doesn't really need Curse. And everything else, it doesn't really suit it, and then, yeah. the Mewtwo's do give it Iron Tail, but Iron Tail is Iron Tail, so yeah, it's not the most amazing move in the world. Everything else, I mean, a lot of its other moves are like good grass type stuff, but they're kind of niche moves like Synthesis and Worry Seeds, so yeah. And it doesn't need Seed Ball thanks to Leaf Blades, so yeah. So again, yeah, Leafeon, yeah, one of those strange Pokemon. It would be cool to use the Platinum. The problem is it doesn't get Leaf Blade until the 70s, which is really bad, so yeah. So either raise Leaf for the whole game, or great by Pokemon models. You could also use the Seed Bomb Mewtwo as well. I think that's another way to use it. This is the one of the powers I got from nature. I think that's also in the post game, so no matter what, if that's grass type, it is post game. However, there's two ways, so we end up depending on them for everything. Great power can be dangerous. Then again, though, if you know, you use Megay with Hardcore deck, and you know, it's just fine with Razor Leaf for a very long time, then yeah, I guess you could do the same with Leafeon. Leafeon kind of feels like there for me. Like, I don't remember as much as Glaceon, because Glaceon is that, not great, I guess you could say. It's not like a bad Pokemon, but like, there's a lot of things about that make you not want to use it. Wrestling Grass could be nice. I wonder if it's two Pokemon. It is, actually. So, yeah, we don't need to take down or no, we're fine leveled at this point. If we keep using the Big Sense Circle, we'll get to the levels I want to, so yeah. So, yeah, we don't need this. But yeah, it could make finding Slacking a little bit easier in the Russet Grass if that's how you want to see it for the Habitat list, so yeah. Okay, there's a Vigoroth finally, so yeah, we'll check the Habitat list and we'll see. Another thing about it too is it could also want us to get Pokemon from outside, which means we'll need to get Mega. Which yeah, we'll talk about later. Because again, it might also be talking about the Pinwheel Forest outer area as well. So yeah, now we need to get into our Pokedex. Alright, so where would Pinwheel Forest be? Here it is. Let's see. It is showing the Pokemon outside, so that does mean that, yeah, we're going to need to see Yanmega and Slacking. So, yeah. Slacking, yeah, again. And this will probably be something I look up for the next part, I think. But yeah, I do believe those are the two Pokemon missing. But I'll double check to make sure that we're not missing any others, so yeah, later. But yeah, again, I probably don't need... I guess another thing I could try to do is try to catch a Vigoroth right now, but I don't think it's going to happen, so yeah. But we could try. And yeah, Intimidate for Stalin, yeah, Stalin's a team player for us, so I'll go for Flamethrower on the Whirlpool and we'll see what happens. And I think Stalin one-shot sounds a good Pokemon, so yeah. So let's see. Maybe Reversal. At full HP, so that won't do any damage. Oh, Super Power, yeah, he's got some good moves on that Statland, so yeah. So yeah, I don't think we're going to catch a Vigoroth anytime soon. Well, Cheren's around, so we're going to have to wait, but that's okay. And now put Repel's done. Is yeah, I believe, again, if I can't get a trainer with a Slacking, then yeah, I can look that up later, so that's no problem. Same with Yanmega. I don't know if we'll find a trainer that has the Yanmega, so yeah. Shorts up Pokemon, this is the Ultra Combination. So I got one trainer here now, so yeah, let's take him on. So yeah, now we're exploring past areas now. This is kind of similar to Kanto in the Johto games, obviously. Although yeah, one big difference is they actually did update the wild Pokemon quite a bit. In Kanto's Johto, or yeah, Johto's Kanto should be saying, they didn't bother to actually level up the Pokemon, which is kind of interesting because then it kind of shows that, yeah, again, it shows that the journey of a trainer would still be very similar to the Cheren 1 games. Like, yeah, they find, you know, weaker Pokemon early on, and then they use those, and then, you know, they keep going. The trainers are obviously a bit higher level, but yeah, they're not like super high level though, which again, people don't like. It's some level curse stuff, but hey. You do get level 78 now, so that's cool. And yeah, if you're just gonna get 300 social, it's not my fault, it's not my short soul either. And again, though, it is kind of interesting. Here, though, yeah, again, they are actually properly leveled, which, yeah, that does make a lot more sense gameplay-wise, I must admit, so, yeah. Any of the trainers, they are completely leveled as well, so, yeah. Yeah, the thing about Black and White 2, even on Transferred as well, is that it does have a very good double curve. Like, again, I'm definitely over it, but again, I do think part of that is because, again, I did use those red candies on feature, and also I was only using 5 Pokemon, and I was using 6 in my first favorite. Yeah, I was basically on all the trains levels. I'm the one who patrols Pinwheel Forest from one end to the other. The battle is a piece of cake. And again, yeah, Big Stone Circle was also helping me out quite a bit too, but yeah, again, I do want to keep using it because, again, it's going to be very useful for what's going to happen later, so yeah. Anyway, we got Antonio here. This could have Static though, which is kind of annoying, so yeah. My Electric, yeah, that may be a Pokemon I should have considered for Emerald. Considering I used the Magneton instead. Again, for some reason I didn't think I was going to play Black Light 2 on the channel at that point, which I guess makes kind of sense, so yeah. And we got Farfetch. Again, I wasn't thinking that far ahead, I guess you could say, so yeah. 1 or 2, I thought that, yeah, I'll use a Magneton instead, so then that'll be just fine. One of those two things, but anyway. Let's go to Ronan here. Or Rapidash. It's the year of the horse apparently, so yeah, and the horse is also fiery, so yeah, Rapidash is kind of the Pokemon of the year, I guess you could say, when you think about it like that, so yeah. It's definitely not the most amazing Pokemon in the world, but hey, it is what it is, so yeah. Go for the waterfall here. And that'll be enough, so there we go. Well, a huge mistake to lose a battle in Pinwheel Forest. Ranger always has one of these, I'll give it to you. So you get the Lumberry. Or is it a lie? Something changes every day, so it's fun to patrol. Yeah, let's keep it up. Over here, though, we have 2 veterans, so yeah, this is gonna be a good battle. Let's see if Antonio's up for it. I came here because this place feels quite nostalgic to me, but now I'd rather battle with you than stroll down memory lane. Let me show you the path I met by fate. Alright, I don't think Antonio's great for this battle because I feel like one of them is a Crobat, but yeah, we have 3 Pokemon to deal with. And indeed I'm correct, so yeah, I'm just gonna deal with the Ludicolo and see what Cheren decides to do. I mean, Cheren could do well against the Crobat. I mean, Antonio could also help us out, but yeah, I have my doubts. So yeah, let's go for the Exorcist on the Ludicolo. Try to take that out. Ludicolo's animations are very good in this game, I must admit. There we go. Sunny Day. Alright. I don't have Chlorophyll though, so yeah. Anyway, there's the Wild Shot, so good. Stalin's got my back. But yeah, that probably means that yeah, they're gonna send in something for the sun. Except they're not actually an Electivire. So yeah, I'm gonna finish off the Crobat now. And once again, we'll see what Statland could do against that Electivire. So there we go. Definitely not Wild Charge. On the wave, oh, that's annoying. It is what it is. And yeah, he's gonna go for the Wild Charge, unfortunately, but yeah, I should have seen that coming. Mag Border, that's why the sun is out, so yeah, I'm getting out of here. Let's go into, I guess, Ronan. Let's see what these two decide to do. I know the sun's up, but my waterfalls are still going to do quite well here, so yeah. A Rock Slide. Probably for Antonia, and then a Blood Blitz. It's going to hurt. I think they're using kind of strange moves for those two. Unfortunately, Rock Slide Flinch. This is kind of intense battle, must admit. So yeah, let's try the waterfall on Magmortar now. Thunder in the sun? Okay, yeah. Now you're messing with me. And yeah, it was enough. That has 50% accuracy, by the way, so yeah. And a Thunderbolt. They really want Ronan gone, so yeah. And here's the super. Luckily though, yeah, I still got some good Pokemon remaining, so yeah. But yeah, what I'm quickly seeing is I need something to deal with that Electivire, so let's go to Lacy that. I'll go for the nice, I probably should go for the Earthquake, but I'm gonna try Rock Slide. Anyway, from the miss is good, as it should. They should take out Magmortar and it should do a decent amount to Electivire. There we go. And Shrimp. Yeah, that device fast, but yeah, that's because I got the Mode Drive boost. Anyway, Sun's gone, and Elite Batty comes out. So yeah, I guess I'll go for another Rock Slide. Hey, there's the Thunder once again. Taking out Stoutland. But yeah, Stoutland's decent work though. So yeah, we'll go for this. Meteon obviously takes that very well. And yeah, goes to the Leaf Blade. That will obviously do a decent amount. But I got an Exorcism for it. If I can take it, which I can. There's a Fortress. And there's a Watchog. But I think this Watchog has good moves. So yeah, let's not discount it just yet. We'll go for the Exorcism. There we go. And all that's left is that Fortress, I believe. There's the Fire Punch. There you go. Probably not going to do the most damage to the world, but hey, that was decent. He goes with the Double Edge, which doesn't do too much. And yeah, this is his last, so I guess I'll go for the Rock Slide because his Fire Punch should be enough to take it out. So yeah, that was an interesting battle against his two Barons. I see, so that's it. I'm used to all speed posts that while ago. But only men are quite familiar, aren't they? That they are. Yeah, Cheren is definitely a pretty competent partner here, so that's pretty cool to see. Over here, we've got a Netball. And we got a little bit more to go, so... We've got another pair of trainers here that we can fight with Cheren. I believe the last ones too, so yeah, let's give them a good battle. But here's our key Pokemon. You look tough. Alright, my Pokemon burning for a fight against a tough opponent. Let's see how we do. Alright, 6 Pokemon once again, Nidoran female and a Cascoon. Well, yeah, I know what the threat here is, so yeah. Unfortunately, I need to make physical contact with that Nidoran female, which probably means I'm gonna get its poison point, but that's okay. We'll go for the return on it. Stalin should also be able to do well against the Cascoon, so yeah. You don't get a poison point, that's good. And yeah, Shrimp is gonna knock that out. Good stuff. Maybe a Nidoqueen comes up now. And a Scolipede. So yeah, I'll go for the Nidoqueen because I do have my stab lethal for it. This is part ground type now, let's see. Yeah, again, some interesting battles which I honestly kind of like this scenario too. I kind of like how it ends as well. Anyway, level 78. Cheren's just a cool dude in this game, obviously, so yeah, that's kind of one reason why. You get hit by a Steamroll, unfortunately. But luckily, that's not a super strong move. He goes with the Shrimp, which should do a pretty decent amount. There we go. And an around meal, alright. Well, I know who I want to go for now. Let's go for a Return Scorpion. Like so. And yeah, here's that Nidoran male. I'm also going to go for Shrimp on that. There you go. One last Pokemon left. It's going to be a Silcoon. Alright. So yeah, they decided to send out their best Pokemon second. So yeah, we'll take these two out. Or this guy, I mean. There we go. Oh man. Alright, I was able to give good orders. I'm watching Pokemon don't do anything but Harden, so yeah. There is a Ball Mushroom, that sells for a lot. The Maniac. There's something else. Maybe it's that I know I'm thinking of. Or maybe it's here. Boom. I'm Gorm. I don't know what the boo was all about, but yeah, I guess this guy It's either Rage Bait or something else. I was on Team Plaza's 7 stages. Team Plaza's finished. Despite that, you still haven't given up. Are you here playing something? Wait one moment. I have no plans to confront you. I don't mean to disappoint you, but I doubt that I'm a match for either of you in the first place. What happened to your glasses? Excuse me, that's not important. I learned of my old allies' recklessness. I come here to acknowledge them. But the matter has already been resolved, and this place made me think. What did we believe in that made us try? What did we believe in that made us try to steal Giant's skull? A man who has committed a mistake and doesn't correct it is committing another mistake. You understand what this means? Avoiding mistakes is impossible, but not fix mistakes you made. That is truly foolish. That being said, this doesn't really concern you, does it? Well then, trainers, may you and your Pokemon be well. You know, if it wasn't about Getters, he might have chosen another path. Or maybe not. He is the one who decided to follow Getters after all. Now, aside, thank you. You helped make this investigation go smoothly. This is my thanks. Come on, just take it. An upgrade for Porygon into Porygon 2. Okay, we thank you. Good stuff. Let's go get this now. Unfortunately, we don't have his free healing anymore, but that's okay. So yeah, again, he just decided to say boo, and then he was like, you know, maybe I don't know why we did what we did back then. But anyway, here's the other thing up. Team E6 Grass Knot. And a trainer. Ha whoosh, ha whoosh. Okay, after deep breathing exercises, comes the time for a Pokemon battle. Let's talk a little about Grass Stomp because it is kind of interesting for my team. Of course, it's similar to Low Kick, but it's a special Grass type move. It does more damage to the Pokemon's heavy. Ronan can actually learn it, and you can use it to fight off other Grass or Water type Pokemon, should we say. That is definitely interesting. It's just that I think I have more interesting moves in mind, so yeah. You know, yeah, it would give the most trait coverage with other moves in mind, so yeah, that's something else to consider, so yeah. Anyway, there he goes. So I might think about it. Anyway, here's a striker. Let's try a surf. We actually outspeed, nice. You know, I might actually consider it. I'll think about it hard. Because again, buying out all the water type Pokemon Ronan sounds not too bad, so yeah. Well, my other team is not really need it though, because again, it is a special move, and my other special attackers can't learn it, so yeah. Anyway, I'll go for the nice surf here. And take out the cricket team. There you go. All I can do now is Science Sorrow. I can also do this. Here you get the Lumberry, very nice. Different Pokemon we found in different places. Doesn't mean there's a perfect place for everyone. Over here, there is an item, there was a Moonstone there before. And this leads us back here, so now we can finish this place up. You get the green shot. There's another item, and you might be a trainer, so yeah. Let's see. Yep, you are. My Pokemon's strong point is see them if you fight. You got 3 Pokemon, a Vampy, alright. Not amazing Pokemon, but hey, well, let's take you on. So yeah, we want to go for the surf here. Like so. There you go, well done. Doduo. Not amazing Pokemon, but hey, they are Pokemon I kind of like them or something, so yeah. Yeah, Doduo is an interesting Pokemon used in a playthrough, mainly in older Pokemon games because its stats are really good. So yeah. For another game, or I wouldn't say other game, for a Northline type. Like, it has better offense stats than Furo over here, so yeah. Even though I did end up using a Furo, so yeah. Doduo normally suffers from availability. You see my Pokemon strong points? It's always gone quite a bit later than compared to other Northline types. It's Kanto counterpart, should we say. Like in X and Y, it's actually gone quite early in the game, so yeah. So yeah, meanwhile, Furo's like at the end of the game, so that's kind of weird when you think about it like that, but anyway. You have the Bug Chat, that's pretty cool. And over here, this happened around when the hero appeared in Blue Sea with the legendary Cheren Pokemon. Right around here, you hear a very sad cry. And a bright green Pokemon would run around like the wind. I heard it's called Verizon, and it took up against humans to protect Pokemon from a war between people. It's a giant legendary Pokemon. He was afraid that Team Paz's rise in the power would ruin the world and its friends' homes would be destroyed. Interesting. Yeah, this is why he caught Verizon before. So that's pretty cool. So let's go down here. We got more items over here. Like another TM22 Solar Beam, the 120 power grass type move. That is a 1-turn move if it's Sunlight. A pretty solid move. And over here, we can finally go over here to get a rare candy. Very nice. We have a lot of these now. Even though I don't think we're going to be using any of them, because our levels are going to be just fine. Anyway though, our last thing is that, and also this item, a PP Max. We've obviously got a hidden grow to talk about, and that'll be the last thing we do for today. Alright, we've got a tiny mushroom here. First I've got Murkrow. It has Prankster, which actually makes it better than its evolution because Murkrow has a lot of good moves, like Tailwind I believe. It's also like one of the best Pokemon using Quash, because it gets priority on Quash now. So yeah. So that's a thing. It actually uses a lot on VGC because of that. If it evolves, it loses that and gets Moxie instead. But Moxie, Choice Scarf, Honchkrow is quite a lot of fun. So yeah, because Brave Bird is a pretty spammable move on it. So yeah, you definitely have a lot of fun doing that. If you don't want to use the Choice Scarf, Honchkrow does have some decent coverage moves and stuff like Super Power, and you can also use Sucker Punch as well to make up for its lowest speed. It's definitely the most fun ability for Honchkrow, because Insomnia and Super Luck are kind of alright. Insomnia is definitely the definition of a pretty good but not amazing ability. Anyway, in Black Tyranny you can get Beedrill's Sniper. Beedrill's not great because it has very low stats and its stat allocation isn't very good. It's kind of slow, it has an alright attack, but yeah, they're definitely better for poison type Pokemon. The Sniper doesn't really help too much, increases the power of critical hits, which is not the best at landing them outside of like True Run, I guess, so yeah. Because yeah, its bug and poison type moves don't really get anything to boost crit rate, so yeah. I think it does get focus energy though, and I think that might be the idea behind that. Then I got Butterfree with Tinted Lens. A pretty alright ability, but Butterfree's main thing is Compound Eyes Sleep Powder. That's what makes it good. Then it can use that to sort Quiver Dances, which it now has access to. Tinted Lens makes those Quiver Dance assaults more powerful, meaning that, you know, it doesn't have to worry about resist as much, but yeah. Just having, you know, the guarantee that your Sleep Powders are going to go up, or mostly guaranteed, I think it's a lot better, but I can definitely see why it got this ability. Then we got Moongus Regenerator, once again very good, like you keep saying. And then finally, I think this is the rare one, Breloom with Technician. An interesting ability for Breloom. Maybe not in this game, but definitely in the next game it became a very good option. For this game, it basically means that its Split Seed and Mark Punch are even stronger. Mark Punch is one of Breloom's best moves as well, so that's not bad. And then Bullet Seed, it's 25 power now, so each of those hits are gonna hit quite bad. And then yeah, the next generation Rock Tomb will get lowered to, or it will get raised to 60 power, 95 accuracy I believe, so it's an amazing move for a Technician Pokemon like Breloom. And of course it also has Spore as well, but I think in this game it prefers Toxic or Poison Heals, so yeah. But again though, I definitely see why Technician's good, and it would age decently well for the Pokemon as well, so yeah. And yeah, Breloom is a great Pokemon to just get in general, so yeah. Because again, amazing attack stat, Grass Vine type is interesting, and access to Spore, so yeah, you can't really go wrong with that, so yeah. Anyway though, that'll be that for now. Next time on Pokemon Black White 2, we will explore outside Pinwheel Forest, maybe check out Nacrin Sea as well, and maybe think about finally putting in that habitat list. So yeah, look forward to that, and I'll see you guys again for that.